Now for all you side sleepers out there, you'll be pleased to know that side sleeping is one of the healthiest sleep positions that there is. It can reduce snoring, it's good for spinal alignment, and in many cases, it can even help reduce sleep apnea symptoms. But if you use CPAP therapy, finding the right mask that works for side sleeping can be a little tricky. So in this video, I'm going to break down the key features that you should look for in a CPAP mask if you are a side sleeper. And after that, I'll give you my favorite mask pick for side sleeping and explain why. But I'll also suggest a few alternatives for those of you with specific needs. Well, hi there, I'm Ruben from RespShop, and we sell and advise on all things CPAP from our base in Redmond, Washington. We have lots of qualified staff on hand to help you, so get in touch through the live chat on our website or by phone if there's anything you need. We also have a Facebook and Instagram page, so go check those out too. Okay, so let's start with the basics. Side sleeping means that part of your face is pressed into the pillow and you may be turning from one side to the other as you sleep. This can cause all sorts of issues. The most common ones are mask leaks, discomfort, pressure marks on your face, and mask displacement or tube tangling when you turn. It can also mean that if you have a bed partner, that the air vents might be aimed at them, so there can be diffusion problems as well. Here are 4 general features to look out for in masks that can help avoid these issues from occurring. Firstly, given that the pillow presses on the headgear and mask when you sleep on your side, the general idea is to find something with less bulky headgear and mask. Hard plastic in the mask can mean hard plastic getting pushed into your nose and cheeks, which isn't great for comfort and can cause mask displacement too. And headgear straps, clips, and magnets being pressed onto your skin can produce those unwelcome red marks in the morning. That said, some people that press their head into the pillow when turning over in the night can sometimes find that masks with minimal headgear completely shift out of place. Now if that's you, headgear with more connection points with grippy material like silicone might be unavoidable. Secondly, also related to headgear, is to be aware of where the straps are positioned against your head and what they're made from. Straps that go across your cheek or near your eyes will be pressed against the pillow and into your face. If they're very soft, this might not matter so much, but anything hard or stiff in those places should be avoided. So go for something softer that goes away from your eyes and other more sensitive parts of your face if you can. Now, some masks like the Viterra avoid this area altogether and go along the jaw and secure the mask by a head strap and stabilizer. Now the Viterra is not lightweight or minimal, but if avoiding anything to the side is of utmost importance to you, then it may be a price worth paying. Thirdly, another mask feature that suits side sleeping well is a top of the head connection point for the tubing. Tossing and turning with a top of head connection is no problem, as the tube simply swivels around with you, especially if it is held by a tube hook or similar. Front of face tubing can get tangled around your neck as you turn, which is most unpleasant. One thing to be aware of with these masks though, is that since the air flows from the mask up tubes past your ears, some say that they find the noise is louder with the top of the head masks. And if you squeeze one of the tubes against the pillow when side sleeping, this increases the flow through the other tube, which can make the noise on that side sound louder. I should say though that this is a problem only a relatively few people have with these masks. Most find them great for side sleeping, which is what they're designed for. But if that is you, again, it might not be possible to take advantage of the top of head connection masks. Fourthly, if you have a bed partner, be aware that you may be shooting jets of air at them if you side sleep while pointing in their direction. Some masks diffuse air better than others, making it spread over a wider area at a lower speed. So it may be worth looking for something that has diffuser foam in the vent and not just drilled holes. Your bed partner will thank you. Just to recap the features, look for something with minimal headgear and cushions if you can, that avoids hard side straps near sensitive areas, and that attaches at the top of the head with good air diffusion. As with many of your CPAP decisions, it will be a case of balancing these desirable features with the particular needs that you have and what's available on the market. After the features that are particularly relevant to side sleeping, the other things that are always of consideration, no matter how you sleep, are comfort, noise, seal, style, and also price and compatibility. So, I promise to tell you what my favorite mask is for side sleeping. Well, it might be a surprise, but for me, it's ResMed's AirTouch N30i. The AirTouch N30i has everything you could want as a side sleeper. Minimal headgear with pure silicone and fabric nasal cradle, top of the head tube connection point with a quick release mechanism, very soft fabric covered side tubes that curl under the eyes, and RespMed's diffusion foam in the front air vent to avoid air blasting. In addition to these important features for side sleeping, the fabric on the cradle makes it moisture wicking, spreading moisture throughout the cradle to avoid breaking the seal. And there is nothing like the comfort that you get from fabric, which in this mask even covers the top of head strap too, so no getting your hair tangled as you turn either, which is probably less of a problem for me than it might be for you. There are other great features of this mask as well, which I cover in a longer review video that you can watch by clicking the link above me or in the description below. The only downsides to this mask come with potential noise issues that come with all top of the head style masks, but this one has added fabric on the tubes, so it might not be as bad for you. And because it only comes in the cradle style, you won't get that extra seal that you get with pillow style masks. And of course, if you need something full face for mouth breathing, then this won't be for you either. But other than this, in my opinion, this is the best mask for side sleepers, or it's my favorite anyway. But what about my suggested alternative choices for those of you that have other specific needs? Well, if you need pillows rather than a cradle, I'd go for RespMed's P30i. It doesn't have as much headgear fabric, unfortunately, but it is pretty much the same mask but with silicone pillows. And the pillows and cradle are interchangeable, so you could use the pillow mask piece from the P30i with the headgear from the N30i if you do want that extra headgear fabric. For those that need a full face mask, RespMed's F30i and Philips Dreamwear are pretty comparable. The F30i, as you may have guessed, is a RespMed full face version of the P30i, but it doesn't have any fabric at the sides, there is some hard plastic in the mouth mask, and its air diffusion is the older style based on drilled holes. Philips Dreamwear is another full face top of the head mask which has, in my opinion, slightly better air diffusion but slightly worse range of motion for the tubing connection, so take your pick. If you need something that avoids the top of the head connection due to noise issues, or because as you toss and turn it breaks your seal, then you could try RespMed's AirTouch N20. This mask offers memory foam mask seal, which is more comfortable for most than silicone, and it can seal better for those with facial hair. The headgear is a little more bulky than my other suggestions, and it has plastic parts on the straps that are somewhat stiff, but they are mostly at the front, and the elastic straps at the side are above the eye line and below the ear, so they may not be a problem for side sleeping. Or if seal issues from tossing and turning aren't an issue for you, then you could try the N30 for much more minimal headgear. The straps are soft fabric too, which should mean few marks and little discomfort. Hopefully, my suggested options and important features can help you find the perfect mask for side sleeping. Remember that if you purchase a mask from RespShop.com, you're covered under our 30-day mask return guarantee. So you'll be able to exchange your mask within 30 days for store credit, even after you open and try it on. So why not hop on over to our website or call one of our qualified staff to discuss your needs. And as always, friends, lie on your side and sleep tight. Bye-bye for now. Thanks for watching. If you've bought from RespShop.com recently, then leave a review right on the product page. Any review with 10 words or more enters you into our sweepstakes to win your choice of an AirSense 11, an AirSense 10, or an AirMini CPAP machine. You can enter up to 5 times each sweepstake, so get those reviews in and good luck.